Okay, here we go. So, some people wanted help on working on the creating an XYZ puzzle. I'm gonna go through very quickly how to do it. First, you're gonna open up SketchUp. You can do that by clicking a new tab, clicking here, and then going down to where SketchUp is and clicking on it. Once it opens, if you haven't opened it yet, you're gonna need to log into Google. You need to connect your Google account, and then you're gonna hit Start Modeling. If you've already done that, you'll click Create New. It should already be in English units already for you. Um, it would be helpful. What's up? Yep. It would be helpful for you if you are creating this to get rid of the person that's standing there. In order to do that, you need to be on the selector. So the arrow, you're going to click on that and you're going to hit backspace. Now we're going to create the footprint of it. So the XYZ puzzle is 3.5 inches by 3/4 of an inch by 1/4 inch thick. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a rectangle and we're gonna go like this. You're gonna click on the screen once and then drag your mouse up and then lift your hand up. Then you can just start typing in numbers. So down here underneath where my video is the dimensions. You can start typing in right away. We're gonna go 3.5 comma space and then we're gonna do, whoops, my number lock isn't, I need to click back on, hit escape. So I need to click back on here. I'm guessing I need to click off, then click on. We're gonna click on here. We're gonna go 3.5, comma, space, 0.75, and then hit enter. What we just did is we just created the little piece, and you see how small it is. There's a fast way to zoom in. If you click on the bottom tool on the toolbar, there's the zoom in with arrows pointing out. That will bring what you just created right up in front of you. Now we're going to make this a 3/4 inch or a 1/4 of an inch thick. So you're going to grab push pull just like this. This is your push pull. This is how you make things from 2D to 3D. You're going to click on that. Now you're going to click on this. You see how it highlights when I go over top of it? Then you're going to click on it and move your mouse up. Click on it. Now move your mouse up. And then you're going to type in 0.25 and hit enter. Now we're going to hit escape. Okay. This is one way to do it. There's a couple different ways you could do this, but this is one of the few ways that you could do it. So now that we have that, we're going to orbit this. We're going to use the orbit tool to orbit up like this. And then if you need to zoom out, if you take your fingers and you go together like this, it will zoom out. Okay. We need to make our slot in the middle. So we're going to first go like this. Click here. We're going to move this way. I just clicked on my pencil, clicking on this edge. We're going to type in 1.375, which is the same thing as 1 and 3 divided by 8. Then we're going to hit enter. Then we should find an end point right there. We're going to click here. We're going to click on the end point. We're going to move this way. We're going to type in 0.25, hit enter, hit escape. Now we have a point where we can make we can hit escape again, and we need to drop our tool. Now we have a point where this is going to be the corner of where that little slot is. So now we're going to grab a rectangle again. We're going to go like this. There's several different ways we could draw it. We're going to start at this endpoint. We're going to move this way. We're going to type in 0.25, comma, space, 0.75, enter, whoops, opposite, hit escape, control Z. We're going to click on this point again. Then we click off of this, drop the tool, and then pick it back up again. Otherwise, it will change the way that it gets drawn out. So I'm going to click here. We're going to type in 0.25, comma, space, 0.75, enter, whoops, opposite. I got to do 0.75 first. Let's try it again. We're going to click here. We're going to go, whoops, click on the dot, 0.75, comma, space, 0.25, enter, hit escape. Now I can delete this line. I can delete this line. We're going to hit delete. And then we're going to use our push pull. We're going to click on that center and we're going to go down like this. Click on the edge and it will delete that. Now, if we were to not do anything to this and try to move it around, it would change its shape. So we want to lock it in. If you hit Control A, go on the selector tool, and then hit Control A, it should select everything. When it does, you're gonna 2 fingers on your keyboard like that, and it'll bring this up. You can either do make component or make it a group. It doesn't matter which one you do, they both do the same thing. If you make a group, it will lock all of it together. So now when we can grab a hold of this so we can move it around, it will lock it all together. Okay, that's how to do the close end. To do the open end, you're going to basically do the exact same thing, except once you do this, you're going to measure in 0.25. So right now it's selected. So we're going to do Control C and then Control V. That just pastes it just like this. We're going to put it right here. Then we're going to hit escape. Now we're going to grab a pencil. We're going to start here. We're going to go this way. We're going to type in 0.25, hit enter, hit escape. We're going to click on that point. We're going to come down this way to the edge, 0.25, enter, hit escape. Then we're going to, we need to move this over, so you can grab the hand and you can pull this over this way, hit escape. Now we're going to go back to the pencil, come this way, 0.25, enter, and then go up like this, click on that, and then hit escape. Now we can grab our push-pull. We should be able to click on this. Nope, not yet. We're going to have to draw a line on the top, just like this. Now we should be able to do push-pull on that, hopefully. Yep. Click on that, bring it all the way down like this. And that's how you could potentially delete that. I will come back and we will draw the open piece, but there's how to do I already showed you how to do the closed piece. I'm going to save it and I'm going to make it XYZ puzzle on here. And then once you have that, it's easy to export it to an STL so you can 3D print it. But now, so we're just going to do, I think I had one that's SketchUp files, just like that. We're going to change the name, XYZ puzzle. And then we hit save. Okay, in order to make this 3D printed, you can do each one individually or you can do them all at once. I'll come back in and I'll create the open end. Right now I've created the close end. If we go to this part and do zoom out, you can see the whole thing. We just have to modify this to do it, but now it's time to start class, so we'll have to do the second part later.